So we're nearing the time of the year when EA Sports is about to drop an absolute bombshell on us with all the Madden 24 news and info. Let's talk about it. Now, Salsa family, and welcome back to another Madden 24 video. In this one, we're going to be talking about Madden 24 Ultimate Team and going over when we'll hear about the players as well as the changes to the game. Now, no need to waste any time. Let's get started and go over the two different prongs of this video. Prong number one is when we'll hear about the players that are coming in this game, and prong number two is when we'll hear about the changes coming to Madden Ultimate Team as a whole. So we'll start it off by going over a somewhat projected timeline right here by taking a look at Madden 23. Now, first of all, what you guys gotta know is Madden 23 came out on August 16th. Madden 24 this year, if you didn't know, is releasing on August 15th. So very, very similar dates, meaning we can probably look at last year's timeline to kind of gauge and see how this year will go. Now, the first date that you guys need to know is August the 4th. August 4th last year is when EA Sports did a special stream to reveal team captains, to reveal players in Field Pass, to reveal some core elites. So I would expect that early August, within the first few days of August this year, that's when we're going to start to hear about some of the players in this game, and slowly from early August till release we'll hear more cards. So let's say, for example, in the first special stream they go through and maybe reveal how rookie premieres are going to work, because we still don't know how those work. Very peculiar that they haven't told us that. But let's say, for example, early August we'll probably hear how rookie premieres work. We might hear team captains, which, if you guys don't know, are players that will be on your team for the entire year and be a nice boost to your squad, as well as any other cards that EA Sports might be putting in this game. Let's say, for example, they bring back Master. That'd be really cool. If they bring that back, we'll probably hear about that early August, and then from then on we'll start to get more cards revealed. So let's say, for example, maybe they do like wide receiver high overall elites on the first day, then maybe they do like running backs the day after that. They'll be going through and slowly revealing elites from early August all the way till release. So core elites, that's what I'm talking about there. And yeah, I would expect that to all happen rather soon and rather quickly. Like, honestly, early August isn't too far away, about 2 weeks away, a little bit under that actually, to be honest with you. So expect that we'll start getting some player reveals early August. And again, the main things to note right there are going to be the fact that we'll probably hear about team captains, we'll probably hear about rookie premieres, and then we'll also hear about any other like master players or players you can grind for. Typically any of the free cards, those are the ones we're going to hear first on that special stream. Okay, now key date number two is when we start to hear about changes to the Madden Ultimate Team mode as a whole. And I went back and looked at how they did this last year, and for some reason we heard about the changes after we heard about the players. I know that doesn't really make sense. I feel like we'd hear about the changes first, then we'd hear about the players, but I went through and looked at the dates for last year, and it looks like August 9th of last year is when we started to hear about the changes. As boys, if you want good pack luck, there's two things you gotta do. Number one, drop a like on the video. Number two, hit that red sub button if you aren't yet subbed to the channel. I go over a bunch of Madden Ultimate Team tips and tricks, and you know what? You get better pack luck as well. See those double buys? Relax, man, relax. Let me relax. Okay, now, like I was saying, August 9th is when we started to hear about the Madden Ultimate Team mode as a whole and started to hear about some of the changes right there, fellas. And in terms of what we heard last year, just to kind of like recap what this is going to entail, we heard about MUT Champions. So we got that news about how MUT Champs was changing. If you didn't know, I used to be called Weekend League, where you could only play over one weekend. Changed to MUT Champions. We heard about Field Pass as well then. And then we also heard about how EA Sports changed up the binder. If you guys didn't play maybe this year, or maybe kind of forget about that, the binder really changed up this year, and the way sets work really changed up this year. Sets kind of looks like your binder as well. They kind of tweaked these to be a lot more similar. Honestly, do I like the change? It wasn't too bad. The fact you could get to the auction house really quickly was cool. I didn't necessarily love the set change, but I did like that you could get to the auction block really quickly by just clicking one button. So expect that we're going to start to hear about some of those kind of higher level changes to this mode around August 9th. So about a week before the game releases, that's when we'll start to hear some of these features. Now, what could we be hearing? Here are just a couple predictions. Number one is, I think the online aspect of Madden Ultimate Team needs to change. It was boring this year, to be fully honest with you, and it wasn't competitive enough for me personally. I didn't like the fact that head-to-head seasons and MUT Champions were basically the same thing. They need to separate the modes. There needs to be something more exciting in the MUT Champions mode, or they need to change up the way head-to-head seasons works to make it more exciting, because honestly, for me, these two modes are way too similar. Differentiate the rewards, differentiate how long you can play them for, maybe change the amount of games you can play, because to me right now, these are just way too similar. They need some type of change. They need some type of overhaul right now. Again, too bland, too boring, too similar. We need changes to the online aspect. I really hope they change that up in Madden 24. We'll see though, and we'll hear about that probably a week before the game launches. Now, the other thing that I'm kind of predicting right here is I just, for some reason, think we're gonna get some type of new currency in Madden Ultimate Team. Now, whether that's bringing back trophies, which was like a way of earning progress progress online, or maybe they take out training, maybe they add a new currency or change training to be something else. I just for some reason think that the currency aspect of Madden Ultimate Team might change a little bit. This could be a bold prediction. I could be totally off on this, like way off on this, but for some reason I got a feeling that EA Sports is going to change up the way the currencies work in this game. And again, I could be wrong. I don't work at EA Sports. They actually don't even like me. Surprised they don't have me blocked over on Twitter, but I would expect that they'll probably change up the way these work. Big pull right here. 95 Herman Moore. Let's go, baby. And an 83 Anthony Rush. We'll sell off that Herman Moore, though. Let's get it. So yeah, we'll see what EA Sports kind of decides to do with all that good stuff, but expect that we'll hear about those changes early August. I would say later on than when we hear about the first cards. It should be about a week before launch. So let's just put a dart on the board and say August 8th. That's when we hear about those changes. Could be wrong, though, but that's just what I'm thinking. Now, finally, the other thing that I didn't even mention in the intro to this video is when will the full database of cards for Madden Ultimate Team release? Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say full database, basically what I mean is a website called mutt.gg. They're actually kind of partnered with EA Sports, and they'll be able to go through and get all the stats of every single player in Madden Ultimate Team before the game releases. They'll release it about 24 to 48 hours before the game releases. I almost went through and accidentally put a 98 overall player into one of these sets. That would have been really bad. Let's go through and maybe do the Bijan Robinson because I want to get that done right here. But like I was saying, I would suspect that we'll probably get the database about 24 to 48 hours before the game releases. Honestly, that's one of the most fun things for me personally, because you can go through and like look at budget beasts, like see, okay, what 79 overall center has great stats and I want to buy him on day one, or like what 79 or 80 overall safety has really high speed and can be a really fun user. So honestly, I find it pretty fun to get the database, kind of poke around and see what's inside. And again, I would expect that about 24 to 48 hours before Madden 24. So that right there is the overall kind of high level timeline for how this is all going to go down, fellas. August 4th or the first couple days of August, we'll probably start to see some of the cards that I'll be releasing in this game. Then as we progress to about a week before launch, that's when I would suspect that we'll start to see some of the changes to the mode. So we'll kind of figure out, okay, are they changing up online? Are they changing up any other aspects of Madden Ultimate Team? And then as we continue forward a little bit more, about 24 to 48 hours before the actual launch of the game on August 15th, that's when we'll see all the players. So we'll get that full database. And again, if you guys want to stay in the loop for all that good stuff, be sure to scroll down and hit that red subscribe button. It is absolutely free. And if you want to check out some more content that I've made on the channel talking about Madden 24, I'll click right here. If you enjoyed this video, I'm fairly confident you'll enjoy the one you see on the screen as well. And until next time, boys, have a wonderful day, and I'm out. Peace. So,